They say that at our age you have to make a choice, safety or style, that you can't possibly have both. But what if I told you that is the biggest lie we've been told about getting older? Because the truth is, we don't lose our style as the years go by. We just learn how to express it more wisely. Have you ever stood in your closet, looked at a beautiful pair of heels, and heard that little voice inside whisper, "I can't wear those anymore"? Where does that voice come from? Is it really yours? Or is it the echo of some invisible rulebook that society has written for us? I used to hear that voice in my own head. And every time I did, I would wonder, since when did the world start telling us to shrink? Just because we've grown older. So today, this video isn't just about shoes. This is a journey. It's about us together, reclaiming a piece of ourselves that was never truly lost, just waiting to be reawakened. Let's explore the art of moving forward, with style, with confidence, and with the joy we so richly deserve. So what is this graceful approach I'm talking about? Well, before we even get to the shoes, let's talk about the conversation that's probably happening in your own head, because I know it happens in mine. There's this constant little debate, isn't there? On one shoulder you have the voice of reason. Maybe it sounds like your doctor, or even your loving, well-meaning children, saying, "Be careful, it's not safe, why take the risk?" And they have a point, we'll get to that. But on the other shoulder, there's this other voice. It's a whisper from the woman we've always been. The one who remembers the confidence, the satisfying click of a heel on a pavement, the way it completes an outfit and just makes you feel put together. That voice is just as valid. The goal isn't to silence one voice for the other. The goal is to find a beautiful, wise balance. And it starts with the one thing we've earned over all these years, the wisdom to listen to our bodies. This means truly honoring the feet that have carried us through life. We've all heard the warnings. The CDC mentions that falls are a real concern for us older adults. And of course, footwear plays a role. But honey, I don't see that as a stop sign. I see it as an invitation to be more mindful. Think of everything these feet have done. They've walked us down the aisle, chased toddlers through the grass, stood by hospital beds, and danced at celebrations. They deserve to be cherished, not just put on a shelf. A few simple stretches each morning while you wait for your coffee to brew. That's not a chore. It's an act of gratitude. What's a simple little ritual you do to thank your body each day? I would genuinely love to hear about it in the comments. Once we feel that strong, steady connection to our bodies, we earn the freedom to decide how we want to sparkle on the outside. Coco Chanel once said that simplicity is the keynote of all true elegance. I believe at our age, elegance also means having the wisdom to know when to be dazzling and when to be beautifully comfortable. I'll never forget my granddaughter's wedding. I wore a pair of classic beautiful heels for the ceremony, and the feeling was just magical. But my little secret weapon? A pair of shimmery ballet flats tucked away in my purse. Before the dancing started, I made a quick swap. And you know what? I danced for hours with my family, completely present in the moment, not wincing in a corner. That, to me, is true luxury. The freedom to enjoy life to its fullest. And that same wisdom applies to knowing when heels just aren't the right choice. A long day at the museum with the grandkids. That's a job for my most stylish sneakers, and there's an elegance in that too. It's the elegance of being present and engaged. This journey, from understanding our bodies to knowing how to shine, brings us to the most enjoyable part. choosing our companions. Because we're not just collecting shoes anymore, are we? We're investing in partners that support us. The block heel is that steady, reliable friend, perfect for a luncheon or a gallery opening. The chic kitten heel is my go-to for a dinner date or a theatre show. It gives you just enough lift without asking for too much in return. And the wedge is a summer staple, a true friend for garden parties or outdoor events. Over the years, my whole approach has changed. I no longer walk into a store and ask, "Do I like this shoe?" I hold it in my hands and I ask, "Does this shoe deserve me? Does it respect my body? Will it be a good friend to my feet?" It changes everything. Of these three styles, the block, the kitten and the wedge, which one feels most like a trusted friend to you? I'd love to know. Before we say goodbye for now, there's one question I'd like you to truly sit with. Should women over 60 wear high heels? The answer doesn't come from me or from anyone else. It comes from you. And when you make that choice, remember this. You're not just wearing a pair of shoes. You are walking on the wisdom you've earned. Every scuff, every memory is a testament to the journey. I would truly love to hear your story. In the comments below, tell me about the most memorable pair of high heels you've ever owned. Maybe it was a pair you wore on a special occasion, a night when you felt truly radiant. I want to hear about that moment. This little channel is a place where I believe every woman has a story worth telling. About style, about strength, and about ageless beauty. If you believe that too, I hope you'll stay with me. If you felt inspired today, please subscribe. That way, each week, we can find new ways to walk more beautifully together, both on the outside and on the inside. Because we're not turning back time. We're simply learning how to walk more beautifully through it.